I recently watched a video documentary. It's available on YouTube and it's called The Great Culling. And what it's basically about is the fluoridation of our water supply. And when I say our, I don't mean globally, I mean worldwide. Everybody's water is fluoridated. We all know this has been going on, and there was much of a sort of debate about it. The people didn't want it. I'm not going to go too far into that, but I suggest if you haven't seen it, look at the video, The Great Culling. It's from what I can gather, I'm watching a YouTube video. It's not factual information. It's somebody else's references. But there is people who've dedicated 40 years of their life to fighting against the fluoridation of water. And you kind of get the inkling that it's true. There's something going on there. We don't, you know, if fluoride is good for your teeth, like they tried to sort of say, and good for children's teeth, then let it be optional. Let me go to the chemist and buy a bottle of fluoride and add it to my water. You know, it's not good. I'm quite suspicious of the whole thing, which it leads me on to another subject, which is, since the internet has came to be, the internet in my eyes is a very, very powerful tool, and it's a world of information. If you want to learn another language, it's there, it's free. You no longer have to pay for this stuff. If you want to be, you know, a mathematician, a plasterer, build any sort of trade or profession, it's all there. I think people should look, you know, other than sort of Facebook and Twitter and socializing, there's a lot more to it. So me personally, I get into one of the first things I did with the internet is make stuff. You know, tick off the high sort of value items on your shopping list, and let's look at making these and seeing, you know, one, you're getting first-hand knowledge of what you're actually eating, consuming, washing, bathing with. You're getting first-hand knowledge of this, like being your own scientist, alchemist, whatever you want to call it. And two, it's less than a third of the price in most cases what they're charging you. So anyway, it brings me on to my point. I started about 6 months ago making soap. I know soap's relatively cheap and it's not really a money-saving thing, but it's just an interest in a hobby. So when I approach making soap, I don't just go with one YouTube video. It's just somebody's idea of how to make soap. I reference about 5 or 6 different videos and get the common sort of gist of what they're all doing. Everybody has a different method. But there's two processes, a hot process and a cold process for making soap. The cold process, the more commercially valid and viable one, which I went with, it contains lye, a substance called lye, Lye, which is caustic soda. So I make my soap. Caustic soda and extra virgin olive oil are the two solitary components to make soap. Any sort of thing additional, you know, that's your choice. But here's where I'm getting to my point. Caustic soda is a very, very corrosive substance. When you see the people making soap, they're using this caustic soda. Don't know if you can see this. It's an acid. It's a corrosive substance, and what it's required, you put a spoonful of this caustic soda in a glass of water, and what the caustic soda does is it brings the water practically to boiling point. And the people making soap are wearing these long rubber gloves, face masks. Don't breathe it in. Don't get it on your skin at all costs. And I'm starting to think, like, I'm giving you first-hand information here. I'm giving you, you know, from my own experience. I'm starting to think right? It burns you, and it will keep burning. It'll burn through your skin like an acid. It's not a good substance. If I'd have just discovered caustic soda naturally, if I was a caveman just, building a society and I'd come across caustic soda, the last thing I would have thought was, let's make soap out of this, and I'm going to refer you back to a childhood memory that you all have. Every single one of you will know what I mean. You're getting bathed as a child by your parents. You get soap in your eyes. What do? Ah, mum, it stings. It's burning me. Your mother says, it's only a bit of soap. It won't hurt you. Now, here's another familiarity. Your child's born with perfect vision. The age of 6 and 7, 8-year-old, they're wearing glasses. And it's like, oh, well, yeah, bad genetics, you know. You might see what I'm sort of getting at now. Also, before anyone starts putting me right on these factual things, like I say, I'm going from first-hand experience. Before people want to sort of comment and go, this is wrong, that is wrong, it does actually tell you on the YouTube videos, on most of them, to allow a 6-week period for the caustic soda, acid, whatever, to subside. Allow 6 weeks for the caustic soda to dissipate before your soap is safe to use. Now, again, I'm going to talk from my first-hand experience, and you might find this a little bit sort of crazy, but this is how it is. There was a girl, long story short, there was a girl at a party, and she went into a back room. I wondered what she was doing. She didn't seem, with it, and she was eating a bar of soap. And I don't know, I felt a bit like, me being a people person, me being me, it kind of stemmed from wash your mouth out with soap, what the parents have instilled in a wicked way, and it's led on to adult life, and it kind of became a comfort blanket, eating soap, each to their own. But I'd had a bit to drink, and I said, well, you don't know, I won't knock it till I've tried it, gives a go at that. And I just took a nibble of the soap. Initially I went, it's quite nice, flip, nice. Then I got this burning sensation that was very similar to chilies. Some people get off on that, some people get high on that. It was quite enjoyable at first. It was a burning sensation in my mouth. This is soap bought from the shops, and this is first-hand experience of the substance we're putting in our kids' faces. This burning sensation just started to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. It went past any sort of it's just, I don't know. I'm tying this together. I'm tying this together with the fluoridation of the water. I'm tying this together with all the products that we buy. I think we should be suspect. I think we should be breaking things down now and making the vast majority of them for ourselves. I'm gonna sort of go over some other products that I've reverse engineered, and let you know I've got some more alarming results than this one. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Some of the stuff, and it's the expensive stuff. I'm breaking down the expensive stuff and going, well, why am I paying £15 for this product when it's actually cost me less than £1 to make? I don't know. There's holes there need to be sort of pinpointed and shared with other users. So yeah, feel free to comment and tell me I'm factually wrong and the caustic soda does subside, and you're going to continue to put it in your child's faces. And if you're out there and you're feeling guilty that your child has suffered from wearing glasses at an early age, don't feel responsible. It's what we're programmed to do. The masses that control us, I don't know who they are, but I don't think they've got our best interests at heart. There is other alternatives. I do think we're controlled by a power that nobody's going to ever know who it is. There are alternatives. You get baby soap called No More Tears that doesn't include the caustic soda. So that gives you a question right there. If we can make soap without the caustic soda, it kind of says the people that are controlling us and want to sort of blind us from the truth are they do have a boundary. They won't put the caustic soda in the baby's eyes, you know. So they do have a sort of limit. That I don't know. That's I'm just throwing it out there. Your comments are welcome, and have a nice day.